Hey, we should be good to go aside from one thing I went back up, which that's not the right one. That might be. If I can get it centered just about right. That is apparently where it is staying. I don't want to fight Streamlabs on placement today, because otherwise I'm going to be here for 10 hours and more frustrated than anything else. Okay, so we're back with Legend of Khiimori, because I did say I would do a little bit more of it today, because we have so much to do. And I definitely want to do a little bit of that before I do Subnautica again. The next 2 days will be Subnautica, just to give myself a little bit of a breakup for Subnautica, because, yeah, Subnautica has not been particularly nice to me just yet. I think I'll get used to eventually be able to stream it longer and more often, but I do need a little bit between Subnautica streams at some point, or I can do about 2 and then I need a few days off of it. So that's how I'm going to do this for now. Plus, I want to do a little bit more with Legend of Khiimori now that it's kind of in a playable state where it does feel a bit more fixed, feels a little bit more centered than it was, in the sense that I can actually build bridges, I can sit down and like contribute to things and have them actually be built. So I can work on the camps, I can work on the different people that we go to visit, because some of them are going to have like water troughs, some of them are going to have camping sites. I can actually sit down and build that now. I kind of want to say it probably was working somewhat before the bridges were the one thing I noticed. I just kind of stopped there, like, okay, look, we're not going to put a lot into this if it's not doable. I don't know why my horse's mane is the only thing showing up in the little image there at the bottom. Are you okay, buddy? That's a new one. Oh yeah, that's right, we're not at our normal place because we have gone to a different area. And I think I wanted to rest here just to make sure we were going to do okay.
Easy.
Meaning I should probably stable you just for a second, but I don't know if it'll let me. Okay, yeah, not really. Okay, well, I'm gonna rest and then we'll go eat some water and food. And then I think we're gonna continue on a little further. This will be a really long rest. It's so funny that the icon isn't properly showing up. Okay, we're in the map where we wanting to go. Make sure we get you some food. By the way, are we just gonna go back because the other ones are all a little bit more scattered? Yeah, okay. As much as I want to improve that, to be fair, I can just get around. That's gonna take 50 wood, which is the only reason I haven't bothered with it yet. Okay, hello. What do you have that's possibly deliverable? Where are you sending me? Holy moly. That, I feel like, is just... I'm worried more about the enticing right now, but that is just far enough that I think the water issue might be a problem, so I'm going to leave that one just for the second, because I can come back here. But in that case, then we're going to go back to the Yam station. We are... That's right, this is tricky to get back up, isn't it? From there, I can get us back on track, but this gets me part of the way there without a little, with a little less issue. There is what I was trying to say and completely flubbered. This area is really pretty. Quite surprised. I do enjoy finding areas in a game that are very, like, um, flower field based in games like this. It is always really pretty to see. The idea that it's just a little bit more untamed and um, just left to its own devices is really nice to see. I know I need this for something, and I think it's the spirit bombs. Spirit warding ones, or the spirit arrows, maybe?
태웅,
A spirit repellent pouch. No, it's not used for that. Oh, these are interesting. Okay. Oh, it's the blessed fear tonic. Okay. Or the fear tonic in general. That's what it is. Well, I'll keep it because chances are I'll need it. Is it by chance used for any of these? No. Okay. But I have some so I can make the tonic as needed. It does sound like that is something I will have to make at some point, probably, for certain areas. I mean, anytime I want to go deal with any of the spirits that kind of come out, or the cursed areas, and yeah, that's definitely going to be helpful, or just areas that are going to be high with animal activity. But so far, we haven't had too many of those, at least for the last couple streams, I think. Maybe the stream before this one? I don't remember it enough. Speaking of which, yes, the stream did split into parts yesterday. I was correct about that, and the parts have been put together as best I can
태웅,
using editor and uploaded to YouTube, so it exists. I at least have the VOD up, but I can't exactly tell you if there's sizable chunks missing. It doesn't seem like it to me between, but all the clips are put together as best I could, and just kind of, it's there so it can be viewed, but yeah, it is, it's definitely interesting that it keeps happening, and I think I know why, and I think I may have solved it. Fingers crossed, at least.
부당,
Okay, buddy. I know, you don't like steep hills. You would be angry no matter what I do with this, aren't you? Oh yeah, we have another full, most likely to claim by the time I get back. I did forget about that. They should be full grown now. I think they're going to kind of become the starting points for the horses after this. I don't know if I'm going to say goodbye to Ruby yet, since that was the first horse that we got other than the starter. I would like to just transfer her to another stable, but I think to do that, I've got to take a horse back.
easy,
And I do know of a horse I could take back. There's of course the horse that we got for the cold area originally, and I can swap places between the two and sell the cold area horse that we get originally, and that would work. That way I'm managing the room just a little bit better, because I can't send them to different areas, I don't think, just yet.
부당,
Why are we so off balance? I'm assuming just the terrain, maybe? For one, I want to preemptively do that, if I can. Get you some water. And there's your food up. Okay, there should be water on the way, or we should be close enough to the fishing area now. I'm assuming it's just the rocks here. The fact that there's plenty of stones. See if it keeps happening. Because I think one side is like 2.7, the other side's 2.8, so we're not actually all that uneven. We're pretty spot on. I don't know. It isn't happening now, so I'm assuming it was just the terrain. At least that's what I'm hoping. Oh wow, there's so many wild horses here. Hi guys. They're all pretty much the same color, which is really funny. I see one over here that I really want to check out before we get too much further, because I think it might be spotted. That or just have a slightly lighter coat. No, you just have a lighter coat, I think. You're very pretty. Hopefully I can get more something like that pretty soon, but so far we've got some very interesting colors coming up pretty soon that I get to actually take out and ride here. I'm very excited for the two... well, they're not full siblings, they're half siblings of this horse, technically. Which is why I'm starting to want to move horses around a little. I also am debating if I want to get an Aquatech or not, or Aquatech, I think is how it's pronounced, or not. If I do, it's because I want to add a little bit of the speed in if I can. Especially since we keep getting handed perishables and a long distance to boot. But I know some of that will just be easier over time as we kind of build up the different stats. Okay, let's get you get water. Okay, there we go. And we can start our long journey back. Not that long now, actually we're fairly close. Just have to get over the bridge. I'm gonna make you go into the headwind just a bit, though.
You're the wind.
We'll see. I don't know if the horse trader is now going to have different horses because I've logged in, logged out. Or like open the game, close the game, and then open it again. I kind of have a feeling that might be the case, but we will find out. We gotta find more things for you to jump, I think, as well. Buddy, we need to start training that, because I have not worked on that at all. Really with you. Oh boy. Yeah, it's a headwind. Oh, that drains the stamina so fast. But at least it's helping our stats. When we get back, I'll actually see where his stats are, because we should be pretty close now for at least some of the bonuses. Unlocks? I guess either or. Unlocks might be a little bit better, because it's not so much bonuses. Part of the online, or part of the line of the potential for each, like, stat. So, I guess unlock would be more correct. Give or take.
Cha!
You're almost there, buddy. Now we just need to talk to the cartographer, say that we found this place, and then it'll be off to the next places. But if your sisters are ready to go, I might take one of them, but I also need to go take your mother to the other stables, because I don't want to let her go, but I also don't have the room necessarily to keep her here permanently. Okay. And those in a bit. I need to get the ones I have already done.
Ha!
Yeah, they have changed. Okay, so that theory is looking a little stronger. At least I'm assuming. Okay, sir, what do you have? That is very glitched. What is happening to some of these previews? Yeah, that should be the Ankle Take a preview, and it is... He's not doing so good. Hmm. I think this will be really good if they stay around for a while. Oh, they're an adult now. Oh, I get to actually see their adult form. Ooh. I don't know if we named them yet either. You, the temp, name Sandstone for now until we figure out something else, or somebody redeems the thing to name a horse. Now we get to just see our full. And see what they name the color, because I'm very curious.
Easy.
Grab the hay while I'm here. Let's see. Yeah, I've retrieved them. So they should be here. Oh yeah, they are. What are you technically going to be? How are we going to rename you? I'm just gonna get myself a little bit if I've actually spelled that wrong. For anybody who doesn't know, as for somebody who does a lot of writing, um, I've got just the mildest case of dyslexia is what it seems like, and that's what I'm going with. I'll look at a word and be like, oh, that's not spelt right, and it's 100% spelt right. What is your color? I'm so curious. Gold cream done. Interesting. Yeah, you didn't get the extension at all. You also didn't get the Tobiano. Oh, it's Verghana. I wonder if I kept saying Verghana again. I am going to say that brain scrambles words and letters. There's a lot of things, even like growing up in school, that I had that same problem with. Oh, you're very, very pretty. Holy moly. Okay. I need to take your guys' mother, though. Oh, yeah, we're gonna sell Ghost, I think, as well. You get retirement, buddy. You've done so much for me in the start of this game. You get to go to the mountain region and, like, get proper retirement. But to be fair, it also works too, where if I ever need a horse to switch out, then I'll have this horse there. Which I think is what the system is actually probably kind of meant for. She's not one of my best cold resistant horses by any means. But if I remember right stat wise, we did get your endurance up a little. Not as much as I would have liked. Oh wait, no, you're not our first gen horse, maybe? I think they are. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are the horse that we bought after the tutorial. Well, we're gonna have a little bit of switching here. We're gonna grab this horse and take him to our next stable over there, and then bring that horse that's actually stabled there back. And then we are going to start the really long grind to getting the coinage needed, hopefully today, for the Aquatech Stallion, or Aquatech Stallion that's in the shop. Hopefully. And we'll see if it ends up switching on me at some point. Yeah, I don't want to give up this horse at all. Or sell them, because yes, there's gonna be horses that I'm gonna buy and sell to add, like, variety and lineage. I should almost implement this system. I'm doing another playthrough of Ranch of Rivershine currently. I'm actually gonna pause it just a bit here because they're gonna be updating some stuff, including available colors, or am I actually continuing with the playthrough? But I went back to it and did a playthrough with a challenge where all the horses had to have a cream gene included somewhere, but part of that is also making sure I had different lineages, and all of them have a tag of either 2 letters or 3 letters in front of their name to kind of track the lineage right now, so I don't have an oopsie, even though I think in that game it'll either A, not let you, or B, it's just not something it's going to factor in. And I assume this game also wouldn't accidentally let you take 2 horses that are way too closely related. But I don't really want to test it.
Ha!
Yeah, let's take you here, and then we'll get the little horse, the little spotted horse here, I think is what it is. Okay, easy. We're going to go there in just a second. Yeah, I get to take you now, and I get to take you back. And you're not going to be happy with me, but, you are going to get a new group to be with. Oh, you also have, like, kind of a really basic, set. I've noticed done is very common, but I also, understand why. Done and the idea of, like, it being more of a marking you're going to find in the wild is pretty consistent. Plus other horses in this region, including some very, very old wild breeds, also have done as just kind of a basic base thing. Oh, side note, I got really curious because I was goofing off yesterday and joking about horseshoes, because there's a bit of a visual glitch where it was just a little bit shiny around the horse's hooves, which is, again, it's a visual glitch. I wasn't actually thinking it was horseshoes, but it sent me down a rabbit hole being like, is horseshoes actually a thing they would have had? Because I'm kind of on that same, like, that thing of, like, I don't think so, but I wasn't sure. What I could find, the answer is not metal horseshoes. And I was like, okay, this is more interesting to me, because I'm very used to it being yes or no. The answer is, no, not metal horseshoes. It's like, okay, so they were using, like, Leather. Leather wrappings. There we go. Don't combine those two words. It's an entirely different word. Um, leather wrappings, or it sounds like woven, like we consider it like a booty, like a shoe, or I'll call it a booty as well here. I feel like that's maybe more regional. I'm gonna go with saying that might be a bit too regional. Um, but like a leather wrapping shoe or a woven shoe, which is quite interesting to me.
토릉토릉.
Now I actually need to go through and verify that a little bit better, so I'll do a little bit more research on it, but I'm really curious now. Some of those little things of like, okay, that's really interesting and not something I knew about, because this is, even anthropology-wise, this is a region that I haven't done too much as far as studying, and I'm actually getting into that more, and I've got some really good starting points with it. But yeah, just the little like tiny small tidbits of something that even in the general thing you probably wouldn't find necessarily, unless it's a specific niche like interest you have, and then that particular topic in your research might come up. Yeah, they did have hoof coverings, but not necessarily horseshoes, is what I found, and I'm quite interested in. I do wonder how that'll affect things moving
Easy.
forward, if we'll see any of that. Yes, I do want to change horses for a second. I haven't ridden you at all. I do actually want to. I feel so bad. You grayed out as a foal. I understand why it happened, I do. But it is very funny.
Ha.
She's still very pretty, though. I think she's supposed to be an amber cream dun, and instead we have what almost looks more like a blue dun. What is it? Amber cream? Yeah, amber cream dun is what she should have been. Or she technically is, but you're not going to see the color because she's gray. I still love her, though. She's so pretty. I just like the combination of markings, I think. And the gray does look really good with it. Days until restock 1. Okay, so they might be switching out here pretty soon. I'm still so just giggling over the fact that that preview is so broken. You're different, but I'm not sure in what way yet. Yeah, some of the previews are very, very glitched. This is a horse I'm going to try for. We'll see if I can get him. Otherwise, the store might be resetting, and I'll have to see what they have after that. Let's see. Let me return in the herbs that we just got. And we're going to go grab preemptively the cold potions. I don't think we're going to need the hot ones yet. I think we're going to need the cold. Because I want to make sure that we have those for the next area I'm going into. We'll keep this, that. Put those there for right now. Might keep the wood just in case. Oh wait, hang on. I can make arrows. Let's do that. Interesting. Okay. Feathers back for now. I'll actually take my wood, which is fine. I need 5 of those. I don't have 5 of the time, and I don't have 5 fiber, but I can get that easy enough. Okay, that's closer. Yeah, we'll get the stuff on the way. Oh shoot, I can probably put that back up there actually. Because that's gonna... Nope. How could you do that way? I have to split those. I don't have to drag to split it. You can tell that I'm used to definitely other games' mechanics. What if I... Yeah, there we go. Now I can actually have them stacked together. That works a bit easier. We can find these areas and hopefully do some deliveries. Let's map this out just a bit. How am I going to want to do this? I know this is a mud field. I don't particularly want to go through it. But to be fair, if I can navigate it, it gets me to that road. Which I think is going to be the best route possibly.
로당.
Oh, you had really good skills from... Right, hang on. Yeah, we'll get extra carrying capacity. And your strength is almost already there. And you have fear resistance. Oh, nice. Okay.
Easy.
We'll see how it goes in the mud. That's where I'm like, it might be not as well there. Let's grab some of this on the way though. I need 5. And
해움.
if I can find fiber, I need 5 fiber. That way if I come across any of the places in need of offerings to kind of tell the storm to chill out just a bit, I have all the stuff.
토르근 토르근.
I don't think that's what I need. No, it's not. This is, though. I do wonder if they reset it all. Where every 7 you're gonna have to go back through and do it again. To get 5, I need 2 more fiber, and then I have the 5 fiber. That's not it. There definitely should be some on the way, though. I'm pretty sure this is. Yep, there's a fiber. Just gotta keep, watch out for another one that's kind of low to the ground like that. There should be another one. If I don't see it right away, it'll definitely be closer.
자.
Hey, do not gallop through mud, as we found out yesterday. I still feel really bad for that. To be a little bit careful going through this.
해움.
Also make sure that we go the long way around if we are carrying anything that can't get dirty. Oh. That was an interesting sound for a second. We'll see if that sound belonged to anything I need to worry about. Hopefully not. I do know there's bears, and I do know there's wolves. I don't know if there's anything else that I don't know about yet. But I wouldn't be entirely surprised just yet if there is. For over time, there's more stuff that's added. Oh yeah, the snakes, that's right.
Easy.
Pretty sure I heard a snake, and I'm pretty sure a horse just... There we go. There's the reaction I was looking for. Didn't react for a hot minute. Well, I hate to tell you, buddy, the biggest thing is we just need to scoot out of the way a little bit, and then we'll get far enough away from the snake. for them to not be a problem anymore. There we go.
토르근.
We should be far enough from the snake now to be fine. Hopefully. Ooh, another meadow area.
오하.
Let's see if I can spot the natural path the closer we get. It did look like there was one on the map, but it might be this.
오하.
Is this what I saw and thought was a path? Maybe? Oh, I do think so. Okay. Let me take a look at the map here. That is indeed not a path. Ooh. I may have brought the wrong potions. I might have needed to bring the heat war resistant ones.
로당.
We'll find out though. That's for sure. I'm hoping not. But it is definitely possible. Well, I had to take us through the brambles, I guess. I'm sorry, buddy.
하.
I'm not where I think either of us wants to be. More of the berries that I'll need to get later on. I need plenty of those later. Oh, this is an interesting area. Oop. Yeah, so we need to not do that again.
토르근.
Thought that was gonna be safer to slide down than it was. Say, I'm pretty sure we've seen raspberries before. We have wood.
자.
Don't really know what this area is. And then it's definitely not gonna be the way we're gonna go back. Yeah, definitely not. I did indeed not see a path. But we're gonna have to, I think, kind of go with it for right now. It works. There's definitely a way to get through here that is manageable. Just gotta stick with it for a minute. And then once we get there, hopefully from there I can see a path back out. It's a little bit easier to navigate. To be fair, there's probably a much easier way to navigate.
Easy.
Well, we have water here. I've got food packed, so that's what we'll do. Oop. For the second. So I immediately take you into a rock.
Easy.
Okay. Because now I can actually dismount and brush you. We get you water, we get you fed, and we get out of here and back on our way.
Easy there. We'll eat soon.
You eat soon if you stay still long enough to actually eat, but I think you're dealing with that problem yourself. Okay, yeah, you are. You're not dealing with the water problem, though. Then again, I think this one was actually more dire for the minute. Do you want more food, or... I'll send you to go take care of the water. Do you have anything against water, I wonder? I haven't checked. I don't even know if you had... Yeah, I don't even think you had a trait. Yeah, you have no traits. Oh, there you are. Let's see, inventory-wise, I can give you one of those, and that should fix the rest of that. So neither of us have to worry. How far out are we from this? Oh, I see the path I should have gone. I actually kind of navigated the wrong way for this. I might have to backtrack. How far am I going to have to backtrack? I was right about needing cold potions, I will say that. I might be able to make it up that if I'm careful. That does look feasible.
Ha!
But yeah, we are definitely going to need the cold potions. I'm glad I packed them. Bad news is I don't think I have health potions on me in case those cold potions are not enough. Because they might not be.
How?
But we also might not be getting up this hill. I don't think it's too steep, but we'll find out. At least you don't have the doesn't like hills traits. You have, I think, 2 horses that do. Yep. There we go. I'll just make sure I can get the stuff on hand to make more of these. There should be some on the way. If I can get there, I can follow the path up. That's the goal, at least.
토릉토릉!
Well, I guess we're building endurance today.
로당.
We're definitely building endurance today. I feel like it's still damaging the health a bit, even though I have the potion. I'll have to keep an eye on that. It shouldn't be. But again, I am also going to say bugs can happen, and that could be what is happening right now. It doesn't look like it's going down, it just looks like it's flashing. So we'll find out what's going on with it.
How?
Me too, have to hurry just a little bit. I am sorry, we gotta make the best of those 2 potions. It's okay, if I keep following this, I will get there. Don't know if our potion is gonna last just long enough. Nope.
Easy.
There we go. Let you finish eating. And there's the cold resistance again. Hopefully they have it where I can buy some of these potions from them. They should. We'll see if they have anything they need delivered. I hope nothing cold sensitive. That would be...
로당.
that would definitely be interesting. Oh, I don't think we've seen one of these before. This is a different style of, like, camp.
Would you like to see my wares?
I would. You don't have cold potions. But you happen to have
I must treat your frostbite soon.
Oh. I don't think I have the stuff for it, I hate to say. How do you... No, you don't have frostbite? Hello? What is going on? Water sensitive and perishable, and that needs to go back where I want to go anyways. Well, this is going to be interesting. Can I by chance craft any of these? Cooking fire required, so the answer would be no. So what we're just going to have to do is hurry. Basically, we just need to follow this route out. And in a bit of a hurry. Right, we're unbalanced. Like, horribly unbalanced. Oh, you're the heaviest thing. Okay, well, let's try this again. Okay, that might be a bit overkill. Put you back. Put you there. Maybe not. Let's put you there and you there. You aren't actually making a difference there. So are you. There we go. Perfectly even. We gotta hurry just a bit. Hopefully with perishable, it being cold is gonna help just a bit. Hello, Cece. Oh, hello. You have thoughts today. Oh, well, I can't really have you on my desk right now, and I can't pet. I cannot give pet. You can't have my coffee either. None of those things are available to Kitsy. I am sorry. The pet shop is closed. The Cuddles and Pets shop is not available right now.
Dang.
Please don't send my mic flying. Oh, not Dion in my face. Not Dion directly in my face. With the stinky kitty breath. The very fishy, stinky kitty breath. I'm sorry, horse. Let me get a skedaddle. That's the best I can give you. Am I going the way I'm supposed to be going? Actually, yes. Okay. Oop. Careful on the sliding. No, I've gone too far down. Hang on.
Cha!
Yes, I know. We gotta get back on the path, though. Because that path is our lifeline out of here. And you are getting way too cold, which is not good.
토르근 토르근!
And he go down, but it's hard to tell how far. Okay, well, let's start this differently. That should be... I need to mount quickly, please and thank you. Cece, you can't lick my mic. No, Kitty. This is a bad time to be nonchalantly trying to lick my mic. Please stop. My poor microphone. It doesn't want kitty kisses. Nor do I think people want to hear it. Oh.
Town.
Are you going to watch me ride the horse? Okay, just hold on. Let me scoot a thing over. In a moment. Oh! Bless you. Bless you, kitty. Okay, we're out of the cold. I can actually scoot the microphone just a second. Because the horse can kind of help on their own without too much issue. Bless you. Wow. You get the sneezes today. And we're just going to continue sliding down this hill. And hope for the best, I think. Do you have any more sneezes? She's just looking at me like, what do you mean? What do you mean, do I have any more sneezes? I think you do have another sneeze. Oh. Oh, no, you can't lay down here. I'm sorry. You can't lay down right now. It's on my desk. She's gonna play with my sweatshirt strings. That's probably what she's actually on my desk for. She goes, you've been holding out on me. You've got fun things to play with. Oh. She's gonna slap me in the face by accident, I think. We'll see if it happens, but I have a feeling. It's not like she's gonna mean to, it's more that she's trying to kind of catch and release. Oh my gosh, game, please. Game, please. I'm just trying to follow the path out of here. And be quick about it. Oh, and we have a corrupted zone. Oh no, I don't want this stone tipped, I want those ones, please. Of course, I will do my best to get you some healing items when we are able to stop. Right now, we are not able to stop. I need to figure out where we need to go. So you're technically on the wrong side of the river here. I might be able to navigate the mud about as carefully as I can. Nothing in here says pristine, so we might be fine. I'm just mainly fighting that something's perishable. I'll give you pats in just a second, kitty, once I get this delivered. I need to finish my delivery. This poor horse's training has got to be... definitely had some points contributed to it in a way that I don't think either of us envisioned.
Easy.
We're on stony ground again, so I gotta be careful. I also think maybe this is where we had the snake last time? This is indeed where I had the snake last time. Hopefully we're ahead of it enough. Oh, we're not. We are not ahead of it enough. Holy shit. I need to give you that ASAP. That snake better not still be around us. what is going on with this delivery in particular? Like, we've just about had everything go bad. Can't believe me, I am aware the health is low, and I wish it wasn't myself.
Rodang.
We do need to hurry a bit, even though we can't really see anything. I want to be careful here because we don't want to get
Easy.
our item wet. A bit of an audio glitch, I think. At least I think that's what happened. You couldn't see to tell. Oh, there goes Kitty. I can move my mic back where it's supposed to normally go.
토르근 토르근.
I also can't see rocks here, so I'm having to cross my fingers. Because if we stumble again, it's gonna be real bad. I guess this horse got a trial by fire in the worst sense, and I am so sorry, but a truly...
Why don't we find you a nice patch of grass?
Yep, you were getting all of the food, the pets, and a break. We at least made it. Between cold weather, some really bad stumbles, and a snake bite, we made it.
There's a bit of wear on this, but everything looks in order.
You're welcome.
The sheer, like, happiness in that you're welcome is terrifying. Did you go find food? You're not tethered here, that's for sure. Okay, you did find food. Okay, you're still here, except I do see the day says 0. So we'll see if they stay, or if it is actually going to switch them out. Oh, you were unbalanced. There we go. While you're doing that, I don't know what you're eating, but you're apparently eating something. Pull you over to where the chest is, over here, the inventory space. The extra storage, I guess. And have you go get water. Because now I think I can go tell you to do that. While I go get health potions crafted. Oh, I actually have some. Perfect. What do I need to craft them? I probably have the stuff. I'll have most of the stuff here right now, yes. Carry 2 with me and put 3 back. I'll follow you where you go get the water, and then I'll give you the 2 health potions. So I don't know if moving time forward will help, and I don't think it will. I think it's just better to do as much as we can now. I can't technically give that to you because I'm not close enough. There we go. We'll give you both. Okay, that's a lot better than it was. Still not great, but it's a lot better than it was. Either of those. Yep.
Ha!
Okay, let's go take you. Back over to our tent, we'll rest and see if that helps as well. And then I'll talk to the cartographer in the morning. And we'll see if it
Well done.
switches out the horses we have for sale. We definitely don't have enough for the one if it resets. I'll do a long rest. Ah, it did actually affect the health. Nice, okay. I was kind of worried it might not. I have no idea where they've gone. But what are you doing over there? And why? They might have switched. Oh no, they haven't. Okay. Now let's see really quickly what you have mission-wise. Okay, we'll grab that in a sec because I want to talk to the cartographer before we do that because it says perishable, but that one is so much closer than some of the others have been. It should be a lot easier. Okay, we'll start accepting these again, so I have a few of them on the map, because if a bunch of these line up, kind of like we had before, which it does look like it, we can start in one and go to the others, but it's going to take a lot of heat-resistant potions, I think. Please don't get inside the tent wall. You've had one horse faint before doing that. Just glitched into it. Okay. Same person? Okay, interesting. Water sensitive, pristine. Well, the water sensitive shouldn't be an issue. And if I'm having to go to the same place for both of those, I might as well do them at once. Ooh, not when it's that uneven. Okay, hang on. But yes. I can get away with that. Okay, there we go. We are definitely going to be a little bit on the overweight side for how much you can carry. I am sorry. But it seems like a good idea to get these both done if I can, because that's going to get a little closer to our money goal. It also means our risk for stumbling, I think, is going to be insanely higher. Oh, hang on. I wonder if just for the... Just a moment here. You're 5, you're 8, you're 8. I'm going to trade you two just in case it's a perishable shouldn't be by food. Yeah, let's see. I don't know if that helped at all or not. We'll find out. I know it's basically just mostly a timer, I'm sure.
How?
Right now, buddy, I think you are my quickest horse, so we are having to make these deliveries rapidly as we can. I do not want to take the chance of things spoiling right now.
Ha!
But to be fair, this is also a very quick delivery from one point to the other.
You're the wind.
You don't stumble, please. That'd be really bad, unfortunate timing for it.
도릉. Just a little more.
Oh no, it has reset, hasn't it? So it is only for an amount of time. Because we did this one. That sucks. Okay. At least I do know that that is the case. I did wonder. This does answer that entirely, though.
Steady. Steady.
We're just gonna have to take a little bit of that water damage at this point. Hopefully it's not a lot.
자!
I don't think it was too bad. We weren't in it for a particularly considerable long amount of time.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I'll have to let you soon know what a great job you're doing.
Okay, that's one of them.
I'm glad to hear it.
And now we have another one. In theory. Or not. Are there two people with a very similar name? There are. Well, you're not perishable, so that's a start at least. The switch of one letter. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna get around that storm no matter how much I want to, I don't think. I don't know. I think we tried before going down that way and it was not particularly feasible. Because this has to enter like here. And then go down here. And that's how I get to that village. Okay. A switch of one letter.
태용.
But if I'm careful and try to get around the storm somehow, I might be able to. If I can, that'd be perfect.
Easy.
Oh, that puts me right in the mess of that, doesn't it? So I have to go around just a little bit further. Because if that's mud and this thing says pristine, it's also not great.
오다.
Let me edit my route just a bit here. I know, we're good. Okay. when I get to this next point I have marked, it should be far enough.
Well
So that
done.
is something I'm going to pay attention to is you're going to have to give offerings again over time. Are we pretty badly off balanced? Actually, not all that bad, but let's move some stuff real quick. No, you need to stay. There we go. We're also just, I think, hilly terrain, which is not helping. Well, it's not perishable, so that's great, and the perishable goods were
Easy.
fine. So that's a start. This didn't end up being as easy as I had hoped. Let's hope something needs to go back to the Yam station. That'd be great, or really close to it. From this delivery. Hi, doggos. I need you to not right now.
토르근.
But, horse, we need to do the running thing. Not be stun locked, please. At least I know now that is not an area that I want to be in if I can avoid it. Okay. Give you a chance to eat, because I think we're good. Hopefully. Oh, that's right, the wolves can damage it, I think.
자.
Well, hopefully that's about the only damage it takes. Actually, I'll feed you some of... Nope, that's fiber, that's not what I want to feed you. That's what I feed you. We should be passing by water here pretty soon. So I'm wondering if I've never gone through that particular patch.
하.
So from now it's marked on my map as what it is. So now I can avoid it. Yeah, I wonder if I've never actually gone directly through that particular patch of forest.
Steady. Steady.
Yep, sorry buddy, we are having to go through this just a bit.
Down.
Again, I am so glad you are not like your half-brother and you don't hate hills. Just on principle. Oh yeah, we haven't done the turtle
Just a
stones
little more.
just yet. Like, we've done one tutorial-wise, but we haven't actually gotten another yet to do it. I think you maybe have to do some of the upgrades to some of the areas, I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out eventually. Oh, hi deer. Forgot about all the deer here. Sidetrack just slightly and get you some water. Before we go too much further.
토르근.
Okay, good news is I think as long as we don't swim in it, we can ride up to water and be fine. We still got a little ways to go, I think.
Oh,
We're closer than we were. Because my next marker is pretty far, but not too bad. I'm still just... Okay, so
You're the
you
wind.
probably... In my mind, you probably can't get 2 deliveries to the same place from one place. I mean, if you went to another place and you happen to have a delivery for one place, on the way you might get 2 for the same place that way. But it sounds like I'm gonna have to be a little bit more careful double-checking spellings. Because you have 1 letter change, 2 very different locations.
토르근 토르근.
I do feel like
You're the wind.
we don't use stamina as fast. Phantom doesn't use stamina as fast as Sandstone does. I'm not sure that's actually the case, because I don't know what would change that. Aside from things like terrain. But even then, just in general, it feels like Phantom maybe just has more stamina to use. I'll have to grab and check. When we go back to the M station, I'll grab him, look at how much stamina he technically has, and see if that is the case. It might be.
자.
Let's see. Need to go. Yeah, up and around a bit. Okay. Here's I need to be a little careful.
로당.
Is this area considered dusty, maybe? Because it's telling me I need to be careful about it being pristine.
Easy.
Oh, I gotta be careful, I'm gonna get down. Okay, you just decreased it for some reason. But I don't think there's anything here? Or nothing obvious that I see.
하.
What here is causing an issue, though? And how would I protect against it from causing an issue? Is it something here? Where I'm not having something pop up as soon as it should? I couldn't tell you. I legitimately could not tell you. Yeah, no, I could not tell you what was causing that aside from maybe horse was a little dirty and that's what's going off of. Maybe the area is a little bit dusty or something, but it's very, very hard to tell. Of course, now it rains, which is also not great. First part of this delivery was so good. Now this part of the delivery,
Steady.
not as great.
Steady.
That poor rolled carpet, I think, has met its doom. Because it's water sensitive, And the pristineness of it was also not doing good, so I think it's at 2 out of 5. It's gonna be 1 out of 5, if not less, here in a second. Well, that's a bit glitched. Where are we? That almost looked like it was not going to be as deep as it was, but yeah, now it's deep. Oh, the crossing was right there, wasn't it? Yup. Darn, I wanted to get here a bit closer than I was. That carpet is toast.
Just a little more.
It is gone. For sure. Okay, we had another 0-star delivery plus Yelp complaint. Because, oh boy. Did not go as planned. I wish I could have canceled it too, that would have been nice. It sounds awful, but once I realized, okay, this is not where I had meant to go and I've read something wrong, and we're definitely not going to be having a good time with this.
Had a rough ride, did you?
Sorry about your cargo. I had a few problems.
Yeah. It is not so good. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to cancel it and be like, okay, wait, this is not exactly where I thought I was going. Where is that? That's like all the way over there. I'm not willing to take anything labeled pristine just yet, because there's something going on. It was giving me all sorts of issues with that. Nope, you're the thing I don't need to move over. Okay. It's a little closer.
Ha!
We'll rest for just a second, because you're definitely going to need it. Okay, there we go. I wonder if the missions have changed at all. No, you want to do the same one, so I will check some of the other places around. Let's see if I can figure out what was going on with the area saying it wasn't, like, it was starting to degrade the item because it wasn't pristine anymore. That'd be nice to know, because I don't know. That's really interesting.
Utang.
This should be the same village, so I want to go, I think... here, probably. Now that I remember that there is a bridge across, and I don't completely miss it. And find out that you can't walk along across that waterfall. Like, it might have been just a tad bit more stable it was on.
Easy.
They're up on that little plateau edge. Let's go really quickly get you some water real quick. That way... What? I have some questions. Is it the rock? I don't even know. I legitimately do not know. I don't have an answer for that aside from I was hoping to get some water, and instead I have lost some health. I'm sorry, buddy. Let you get some food before I go talk to this person. I guess instead of bad Yelp review, the punishment for not bringing that in as good condition is finding out that suddenly a rock can launch me into the sky. Okay.
Easy.
What missions do you have for me? Because, I want to get out of here before that happens again.
These will really make a difference.
The step was generous.
Well, I had that. I didn't have the other items, or I wasn't going to do the other delivery because I don't have the heat-resistant items I need for it. And that takes a little bit more than I have. We're going to do this, because I'll check in with this one and see what deliveries I have around here. I'll just go back and clip that. Just the...
Hell.
try to go into the river and instead go flying for a couple seconds. Let's see. I need to remember how to navigate this a bit more carefully from the right. Because it looks simple, but it's not exactly simple. Let's see. I think we can go down here and then go across. Without getting ourselves into at least too much trouble, because I think it just ends up being kind of a straight shot from here to where I'm wanting to go. I'm hoping we start getting some closer deliveries again. I definitely want to work on doing the longer ones, but I need to, I think, train the horses up just a bit more and get some higher potential horses to make that a little bit more reasonable to do some of those without as much damage to the items I'm carrying. Water sensitive, fragile, and pristine. I might be able to make it work. Because we're technically here. Nothing is particularly time sensitive. I always check in with the fisherman to see if he has anything he needs. No, don't worry, I know we're a bit uneven. That is the next thing to fix. That evens it out. pretty well. Oh gosh, not another carpet. One was bad. Two means I'm a bit more cursed. I don't want to see another one of the carpets for a bit. Truly.
Steady. Steady. Turgun.
See. Just to hurry this up just a tad bit. Get you some grass in a second as well. If I can get to the fishing area, that would be perfect. Because that means I can get you
more.
water as well. As quick as we can be, the better. I'm hoping the fisherman has like a delivery to the same area or to the end station, because I feel like those two deliver back and forth quite a bit. I do realize if you had very few areas open, your deliveries would be just between those areas. So that's probably a better strategy early game compared to this, but I like the challenge. It makes it a bit more fun. It's probably a tiny bit more fun to watch and frustrating. So that's the way I've done it. And I'm actually going to continue doing it.
You're the wind.
We just need that stamina regen. Then again, we're not too particularly pressed in time. The only thing I'm worried about is the weather getting in the way. I'd rather not have to fight the weather if I can deal with it.
Cha!
But when I'm carrying something water sensitive, it does seem to have a bit of fun. I keep seeming to get rain.
Woohoo!
Forgetting to check, and I should do that just for a split second here. How are you doing? Actually, not bad. We're getting there pretty quick. Oh, you have cold resistance. So we really need to work on your training. Also need to see at one point if there's a way to boost the stamina regen at all. Aside from just the food that we can make.
Steady. Steady.
Speaking of food, pretty soon. We have to make sure you get some food. Don't know like if I don't know if I like the sound I'm hearing, because it kind of sounds like I might have gone past a snake. Yep, don't worry.
Utang.
I have food in the inventory. Then we'll get up here and get you some water. Once we're across the bridge here just a second. I don't want to try the jump with anything fragile in my bag. Don't want to find out what would happen.
Hell. Cha!
Nope. There we go. Okay. So we'll read there for a split second. What do you mean? Okay, okay. I am assuming
You
it's
like that,
something
don't you?
with this. That is my best guess. Otherwise I'm going to be thinking it's really, really random. Is it the wind? There's no way.
Ha!
Or is it that it's the water sensitivity one that's supposed to be... What? I'm so confused. It did say that we lost a point for it, and yet I'm not seeing it. Well, that's a new one. The other one might have been just the water sensitivity then. That's really interesting. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure it flashed saying I lost a point on it. And yet all of these are fine? I have no idea. Truly, I have no idea.
Just a little more.
Yep, we're getting there. We're almost there. Then we'll see where they have deliveries to. Is how... Make coinage, I've got a little ways to go. Need about another 1,000 on top of what I have, I think. We're not doing bad. It's getting to a point where I don't have to waypoint stuff as much now. Because I'm kind of getting like, okay, yeah, this is where this is where that is. The landmarks are actually good enough to kind of be like, okay, I can kind of go from here
wind.
and remember where I am and orient myself where I need to go. Good landmark design is something I think is very, very important in games where you do need to do a lot of navigation, but the map system is very helpful. I have a friend who can play a game for years and just will struggle to orient themselves, so I entirely understand it as a struggle. And I know for them, when they get this game and play it, that'll be their best friend, is the navigation system. Where I'm one of those people like, I don't mind the mapping out of stuff, it's nice, it's fine. But there's a point where I'll just end up actually memorizing enough of the map to be like, okay, I know how to get from here to here.
Woohoo!
Also means we end up having two very different playstyles at times. Let's give you that. Because we got another jump coming up. Then we're going to be at the village in no time flat.
Woohoo!
I wonder if it'll tell me when we get there that damage has been done or not.
Okay.
Wonderful. Absolutely.
I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, so no, it doesn't sound like there was any damage. Yeah, it doesn't show any damage, yet we had a small tick for damage. I don't know. That was really interesting. Do you happen to have anything that's close-ish? Or they only be really far. They're gonna be decently far in comparison to where I want to go just yet. I don't want to do that just yet either. Soon, we'll work on that, but not just yet. Okay, I'll take an arrow gladly. I'm going to need them. Yeah, we can try here and see if they have anything there that's a little bit closer for delivery and something hopefully not water sensitive, considering I've still yet a way to get there that isn't partially swimming. I am holding out hope that there's going to be a bridge at some point. Because I think even this is a bit of a swim. Hopefully with no stamina.
Turgun!
Oh no, we do. We're good. And we get a free bath out of it. Though I don't know if it actually contributes to the cleanliness at all.
How?
Yes, I would like to take a look at your words maybe in a moment, but I also want to take a look at this. Where is this? This is one of our newest ones, right? Yeah, it's all the way over here. Oh, there's no extras on it. Okay, okay. Oh, we found the heaviest item. Yeah, there's no things to be careful for. Okay, that's perfect. Let me try navigating this again, because there might be a way to navigate this that isn't as bad, but I think almost every place I've seen here requires at least a very unfortunate small amount of swimming. Yeah. Means we get our strength training in, though. I'll take it, and I think the mud is giving us a bit of balance. I don't know if I can decide between mud and water now. Okay, I think now it's mud. Maybe.
Easy.
Oh, I need these for something, don't I? And I've been kind of stingy about collecting them.
Cha!
One of those things where I don't entirely know my way. I'll make a pit stop at the fisherman and see if he has anything that's not perishable or like I can take a little bit more time.
We'll eat soon, don't worry.
Moving one way or the other. That way I can do this delivery and then do his delivery after. Get some grass. It's probably the perfect place for grass too. I do like looking at just the wild horses in the distance. I wonder how much more variation I'll get seeing in color over time. Let's give you just a little bit of hay. Yeah, we'll do that. Because if I want to talk to the fisherman, I'll get you water there. The Buckenrigo animation is so cute. The little playful hops.
You're the wind.
Well, with all the running we're doing, they're definitely going to be. I do hope I can find a really good stallion to pair with them, because I'm so
Just a
curious
little more.
what the bulls would end up looking like. I just have to remember, as horrible as it sounds, I don't really want to pass on the gray gene since I know it's just going to turn all of the foals gray. So as much as I can avoid it, I'm going to attempt to. Though we do have that thing that does let me basically subtract it out using the blessings, which is nice. If I ever want to like a copycat, eventually, or a copy of, then I'll let it pass.
Steady.
But I actually do want to see all the different colors a game can offer, and that is going to block it, sadly. Now let's go talk to this fisherman. I'm hoping he's got what I'm looking for. As far as mission types, or mission destinations. Hello, sir.
Utang.
Just what I need.
The land of...
Oh, they're still
Please,
broken.
have a look around.
Do you not have missions for me? Oh, no, you do. Okay, there we go. None of these look like where I am looking to go, and I think that one's all the way out here. Which you know is snowy. That's up there, which is also snowy. I will be back when your options reset. I am sorry, sir. I'm not interested in going to those areas until I get a lot more cold potions. I don't have any right now. I think I maybe craft some if I get a bunch of time. Oh, you're cute. Pattern.
Town.
Very simple but super cute. No, I did say we were gonna get water. I should keep my promise.
Ha!
There you go. What were you eating? And again, I probably shouldn't question it. There we go.
Cha!
Grab that out of my way. Can't remember if this is stony ground or not. It might be. I might need to be a bit more careful. We'll know in a second.
Easy.
Hopefully it's not considered rough terrain. So far, no.
Turgang!
I'll get back to the Ant Village and rest a bit so you can get your health back, because I do feel really bad, though. The rock just launching us into the sky was interesting. Not that it did it once, that I did it twice. I'm still blaming it on the rock a little bit. I don't know if it was 100%
You're the
the rock that
wind.
did it. So far it seems to be. I'm so glad this one is, doesn't have any things that I have to watch out for.
Woohoo!
I am wondering, now I need to check, why am I gaining spirit training? Jump over obstacles, ride with low stamina. Ah, okay. I see. That would be why, because I'm getting the stamina so low. I didn't realize that was actually working in my favor, to be fair. It is good that the stats kind of work off of each other to train a little bit. I swear if you tell me there's a snake there, I'm going to be very, very unhappy. I'm not doing too bad on time. I'll do about another hour of this. I think I do want to do about 3 hours for these. I'm going to try to do 3 hours for Subnautica. I don't know if that's how it's going to work out. We'll see. 3 hours streaming for me right now does seem to be kind of about the best limit for now. Kind of scheduling wise and all that. I have spring break this week, so of course I can do a little bit more if I wanted to, but I do want to kind of get into a better habit. Once spring break is over, my time gets shortened because of university, so 3 hours is about what I actually do have. The only exception is I do think I will technically still be doing some stuff in university around the time of my birthday, and so the event that we're kind of planning is a big birthday kind of stream. Before or after, we'll figure out like what day actually works with some little events and stuff.
It's always
And
great to see a yam courier. I really appreciate it.
I'm glad to hear it.
I like that is our customer service answer for all of this. Yeah, there we go. Pristine and perishable. I might be able to do it. That isn't the furthest distance by any means. That's actually relatively close. You are what happens to weigh the most. Oh. I have an idea here. There we go. Yeah, but college-wise, just I have to be a little bit more careful the scheduling-wise to make sure I'm not. I need to actually basically say I need to pay attention to that as much as possible. And not get into bad habits with it, but the birthday stream thing that we're planning is a little bit kind of up in the air of. I think what we're thinking is for every follower, I have some warhead sour, like they're actual grapes that are frozen, and they have a warhead sour candy like coating around them. In theory, they sound really good. And I don't know if it's that I don't like frozen grapes and I found out about 2 seconds too late after buying them, which is entirely possible, or it's just that there's not, like with normally like candy, you have something a lot sweeter and the grapes aren't quite sweet enough to counteract that level of sour. I normally actually quite enjoy sour candy. But we have it so every new follower is most likely going to mean I have to eat one of them up until I get the point where it's like, okay, this is, you know, a little bit unsafe, then we won't do that. But I think that's what that's going to be. And then we voted day for yesterday, and the vote ended today. I think is how long I had it. It's weird the time when I started and everything, so it ended up being 24 hours, but a weird way of doing it. I think it technically ended at like 2 a.m. this morning or something. So this morning I did the tally on that, and one of the challenges is going to be a hair dye challenge, and 2 of the colors tied. And I ended up doing a selection wheel for it, so orange technically won. But I think what my plan is
Just a little more.
is if we get enough followers, then the challenge is going to be for the orange hair dye, which is the one that was planned, and I want to make sure it's the easier challenge. And then for a certain amount of subscribers, then it's the other color, which is a brighter purple. And if both are met, I will, instead of doing it myself, it has been years since I've dyed my hair myself, and I am not a fan of bleaching it if I can deal with it. So I may actually go to someone and be like, hey, if I get
Steady.
the colors,
Steady.
because I have the colors in mind that I want to use, could you create the effect for me that I want with these? We'll figure that one out, and then actually have them do it professionally instead of me trying to do it myself, because I've only bleached my hair once and I did do it myself. And that was a regretful decision back when I did it. I think the only time I had colored hair, like other than I used to dye my hair like box store box, like as red as you could get it without bleach, and I almost never had to bleach my hair to get it pretty stinking red. For a very, very, very long time, my hair was like red, I think from, oh, it had to be my last 2 years of high school or last 3 years of high school. I had red hair, which was super funny. Could never get any other color to stick without bleach. And we tried a few. But I'd have to go back in and I think it's still in some of the photos from high school and stuff that you can still see it. It didn't look bad. We did it better. The only time it looked really bad, and at the time I had to renew my driver's license, was I had bleached my hair. We had dyed it green. And we had dyed it a really nice shade of green, but it did not stick even with the bleach particularly well. So I think it was out in maybe 5 or 10 washes, and I mean it was out. So I turned around, and not knowing a ton about hair dye at the time, like I do now, at least I know more. I'm not gonna say I'm an expert in it by any means, but I know more than I did. Turned around and dyed it the normal box color red. I dyed it. It did not work. Not particularly well. I had very ginger hair for a long time, and that was one of the few times red is never particularly faded, but that time it did not fade at all, and eventually my hair just grew out enough that we cut it. That was how that got fixed. So there's a point where I'm having to plan ahead for that as well if we're gonna bleach it. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about the orange. The orange is gonna come really darn stinking close to the color we've had it before. But yeah, that's gonna be the followers amount color, and then the brighter purple is going to be the subs amount, and it'll be a longer stream that day. I think we'll probably try to go for like 8 or so hours. So start really early and later, like in the day, and it'll just be a big like birthday stream, and I'll figure out what I want to play for that day. It might be something that I'm a little bit more interested in, and I'll definitely talk a little bit more about it in the time and everything closer to. But yeah, we'll get a little more into discussing it once I've got stuff figured out and amounts figured out. I have some amounts in mind to make things challenging, but how do I put it? All of the goals have to be challenging, but at the same time reasonably manageable.
Easy.
Like, we're not gonna sit down and be like, oh yeah, it needs to be 50 subscribers during that whole day. There's no way. I am aware there is no way. So it has to be more manageable amount. Same with like a couple other things. Okay, I will figure out the game. It might be just because I haven't done a throwback in forever. I might end up doing Rancho River Shine because that was the first game I streamed. And I do definitely want to make it more of a fun thing. I don't want to do a challenging game. One of the suggestions I had that I think everyone was like, yeah, actually maybe not do that one, and I do agree. Was you're gonna do Still Wakes in the Deep. I was like, yeah, actually maybe not. That might be worse than that. I do need to go back to the Yam Station, that's what we're gonna try to do, but let me see.
자!
Do you have anything non-perishable that's kind of a closer delivery? Oh, you also want to send this out, kind of. That's interesting. Maybe this is where somebody else wanted stuff sent. Cold sensitive for an area in the mountains where it's cold. This one makes a bit more sense. Because I believe this is also technically a cold area. No, that's a cold area. Okay, this one isn't. This is fine, I think. Yeah, you're fine. You're not cold. I just thought those were switched for a second, and then I was gonna be like, okay, really? There's no way. It's like getting sent with water-sensitive stuff to a couple of the people. Or villages. Okay. I don't move that over, because that is probably what is weighing the most right now. I think that's about as close as I'm gonna get it, unless I do that. That's a little bit better. Hey, I'm here. Just need to go past the stone circle, and then I'll be on my way out of here.
토르근 토르근!
I'm going to end up finding snakes again. If I'm going to end up close enough to it, we're going to get the warning for it. Or get slightly spooked. I know we're going far enough around. Okay. At least I think we're going far enough around, and then I might be entirely wrong.
Just a little more.
I'm going to have to check the horses that are for sale again. See if they've switched out. I really hope not. I hope it's the same ones that were, but I kind of think they're probably not. I might get a better option that's a bit cheaper, though. If that's the case, that'd be nice. Though I did kind of have my heart set on the one that was really expensive. They might give me another expensive option, though. I really do want to bring an Akelteke in and see if I can get a little bit of variance in the stats that I do have. Especially with speed. I do wonder how that'll affect some of the other stats. Because in theory, it should just be random between the parents. Kind of flip-flop, it'll get one or the other. It's that same stone every single time I go through that thing. It is officially a speed bump to slow me down. Suppose I'm going through there a little too fast.
Damn.
There, buddy, then you can have all the grass, water, and a long rest. Because you definitely need it.
You're the wind.
We have taken you everywhere, pretty much. Now, hopefully we don't get launched into the sky when I go to have them go get water again. I'm gonna have to definitely clip that. That was really interesting. Launched twice. I can't tell if you switched out the horses or not. You might have. I think so. Yeah, some of these look different.
일단
Okay, you get to go get some grass and stuff while I do this. Okay, I want to check in with you and see what you have. Hey, the icons aren't... Oh, no, one is kind of glitched out. Their hair is not connected. We've seen you before. Okay, you're one of the more expensive options, but I think we have mostly mares this time. You're a bit more expensive. These are the ones I want, the ones that are in the 2000 category. So I gotta earn a little bit more before I can afford them. They might switch out again? Okay, you're unhappy, that's what it was. I just be very confused as to why you were scared. You were not scared, you were unhappy.
Yeah, you're a good horse.
Or exhausted, I guess, would be more correct. Let's go bring you over and get some water, and then we'll rest. You have done a lot for one
Easy.
day.
Oh, damn.
There we go. Perfect. Now we'll go take you back over near the stables. I have a feeling you're going to get
Damn.
stuck on something or in something as soon as I do this. Be sure they haven't been as bad as Sandstone, who's the stallion we have, who yesterday decided to climb onto one of the, like, set up houses in one of the areas and just stay up there for a while. There we go. Now you're a lot happier.
Cha!
I should really quickly check with you, see when this all technically resets. What is the timeline on the horses resetting? How many days? Okay. Technically, I think 2 in-game days. Now, this time, don't make the mistake of reading this wrong. Age is pristine and fragile. You're the one that's water sensitive. Is there anybody that's also particularly close? Except you're in a cold area, I do believe. Well, let's see. I should at least have 2 cold potions. I might need to go get some time, and then I can make a 3rd. I think 3 is about what I'll need for that delivery. Here's what I found. Oh no, I have none. Okay. I have that. I need to spend a little bit of time picking up time, yeah. Okay, if I make 2, I can do the improved, though. If I can do the improved, that might work. But I need to go get some time. Either way. Okay, let's go do that, and then we'll go make these 2 deliveries. And we'll see from there how close we are. Hopefully a lot closer to getting another horse in. Estimate of an amount is I need 10. I don't need the cherries just yet. Well, maybe for stamina feed here in a bit.
Easy.
I guess I should probably also think about using it for the shrine on the way up. Because I do need to
Town.
do another offering so it's not raining again. To be fair, I think about the time I do it, I don't actually have deliveries that are water sensitive. Not quite what I wanted, but thank you. That did work.
Utang.
What should we have? Maybe we have about 10. Get back into the camp and then make... Well, I need to go grab the starflowers as well, because I want to do it all in one shot if I can. We need the cooking pot for this, I do believe. I don't think it's one I can just craft from the inventory.
Ha!
Okay. Dismount you for now. That's all I need. Okay. Speaking of which, one of the things I should check... I know what your stats are, but I didn't check one of the horse's stats particularly well. Do you happen to have any better stats when it comes to resistances? We get maximum health, but nothing... Like, you have the stamina and regeneration, though. Yeah, the only thing you have for, like, cold areas is less stamina drain. Which is still really good. We'll work with you for a little bit.
Cha!
Give your sister a break. Because we haven't done anything with you just yet. I feel like they're going to wander off immediately. Oh, I need a blessed cooking station for that. Not quite sure how one gets that. Make that, though, at least. I don't have the fiber for that, but I can also take a couple health potions with us, because I don't think I have any in my inventory right now. I do not. Okay, it's auto-sorted that. We'll mess around here with the sorting in a second. Because I need to put the starflowers back and then get at least 2 of those. Oop. Here we go. Okay, it's just gonna naturally split 2 off. Okay, that's perfect. There we go. Some stuff here. just put these away for now. Yeah. So I'll get some more on the way. But I won't have access to a cooking fire, I don't think. So I won't be able to do anything with it. Please don't go into the tent. Please. Double check. Yep, that is the right spelling for the one I'm thinking it is. And that's the right spelling for that. Yep. That's... yeah, that's not enough. Wait, one way or the other. That doesn't weigh as much as I thought it did. You weigh a lot more than I thought you did, okay. You're 8, you're 10. Closer to what I want. There we go. Now it's new to wait. And we just need to be in a hurry, because we need to make sure we're paying attention to the fact that one is perishable. We definitely need to work on your spirit skill, because it looks like you've got stamina regen, which would be really good. But for your endurance, you're also going to have the ability to carry, I think it's another extra 15 kilograms, which is also going to be very, very helpful. Just to make sure, watch out for rocks while riding through here. Really do not want to stumble with what I have, considering one thing is definitely labeled as fragile.
Okay.
Now I just need to pay attention to where I am on this path.
Steady. Steady.
Nothing's water sensitive, right? Just to double check. Because where I'm going to have to go through is definitely going to have a little bit of the like spiritually caused storm for a second.
토르근.
Then we'll end up in a cold area, which will actually be kind of good for some of the training there. At least I'm way more prepared for it. Aside from definitely not having enough of the cold potion I need, which I do feel bad about. I do need you, but I don't want to
자.
ride past the way I was about to. Okay, there's the storm. So I'm trying to hurry just a bit.
Easy.
Oh, oh. Okay, so I gotta be a little more careful during the rain. Even if the path looks decently clear. I don't think I can take another hit like that.
토르근.
I definitely want to be out of the rain as fast as possible for the cargo that I have, even without it being water sensitive.
하.
Okay, hi, I have goods for you again. Now that I didn't assume that you had 2 orders of goods because I couldn't read.
It's always...
I'm glad to hear it.
There we go. Delivery to you. Apparently, everything aside from the perfumes was quite good. Wait, what do you mean the perishable was actually the longer distance one? Oh, shoot. I am hurrying, game. I am hurrying, I swear.
Utang.
But as soon as I go over this, I'm gonna have to think about using the cold potion, maybe, or a little further ahead.
Cha!
Here? Somewhere here. Yep, here we go.
Ha!
As I say, that should be working. There we go. Yes, I know, none of you particularly like this area, and I am sorry. We gotta make a delivery. I don't think you're another one of my horses that has the hill hater trait. I think I only have 1 horse currently that has it. I can do a lot about that right now. As much as I would love to. We gotta hurry just a bit, but truly.
Turgang!
Oh, I didn't check the balance of this, but actually, it's not bad. Here on the screen, because I had noticed that we were a little bit wobbly. Really? I really do think that if you've scooted anything in your inventory and you try to move too fast, it doesn't register it as well as it should. No, it's just the ground. Okay. It shouldn't be that bad. We are actually balanced.
Easy.
There's a bit of wet.
You're welcome.
Is it just because perishable? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm assuming it's just because perishable. No, I don't want to dismount. You say, I don't think you have anything that that you need for my inventory. I think this is trickier because there's not really a good way around. I definitely don't have enough of a cold potion to make that work, or cold remedy to make that work. You're all the way down here, right? Yeah, you're in the zone with the heat issues. Also not where I want to be right now.
Turgang!
I'm thinking about it. We're gonna give you both of these. And then move some stuff over. Actually, gonna do some funny sorting for a second, because you are 0.5. So that'll actually even out in about a second. Because we're gonna have to do that. So as soon as I do that, our weight should be about balanced. Maybe it's just this little area? That's just maybe a bit too steep one way or the other. So you can trot it, but you can't really do much more than that. It must be. Because, My inventory's fairly balanced. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Let's remember that the next time I go back here. That is a tricky spot to navigate.
Hang.
Wait, does this go... Yeah, that goes out this way. And you go back this way. Here, though, is most likely just going to be me sliding down this a bit. I'm amazed we didn't slide.
Ja!
Okay, well let's pay attention to the balance a little bit, but get down here. I think by the time I'm done training, this horses can probably have the best balance out of all of them because of their skills. But I have two horses that have got different skills that I think will also kind of work about the same way.
Easy.
And we made it out without issue, actually, when it came down to the cold potion. But I also took it a little bit faster than I have in the past. Which probably was not to the horse's benefit at all.
토르근.
That we can grab and take some more of this with us. So that we can definitely add it to the store and I can make some more cold potions. I feel I'm going to be needing them here pretty soon. This will be sent back up here. I should go check with this village again and see if they've had a reset on the missions they're tabbed for me. As we run over just about the biggest rock I could have found. The other option, because I keep not doing it, is to contribute wood to this. We can contribute enough wood, it gets built, and that'll actually help a lot for some of the areas we need to go. You're okay, buddy. I'm beginning to think you maybe do have the trait that you don't like hills. Let's give you this then. Yeah, just what we'll do for now. I don't want to make you need a lot of water when I can't actually quite get to it. I do wonder what these trail markers are for. Probably need to approach that bridge from the other side. But I feel like if I do, I might be able to find more wood over there as well. So far, this horse is probably also getting a decent amount of training in, without me entirely meaning for that to be the case. I'm really excited, because this is the amber cream done, I think, as well. I'm really excited to see what happens if I pair them with one of the Aquatech, or Aquatech horses. Just gonna slide down the hill for a split second, because there's some wood here. Actually, there's plenty of wood here. I'll get 20 pieces. I'll take the raspberry though. Got some fiber. There's some fiber back here as well. I don't have the cherries and the thyme for an offering just yet, but if it keeps giving me wood, I am not going to refuse that, because that's going to help me with that bridge. And once
Easy.
the bridge is built, it's built, I do believe. More fiber, maybe? Yeah.
Cha!
I think it's mostly fiber there. There should be more wood on the way down. There's some places that are a little bit harder to reach. I need animal dung on the road, but I don't need it currently.
Hell.
What is blue there? Oh, it's a torch. We're gonna have a ton of fiber, though.
Ha!
I'll gladly take it. Slide down for just a second, and how much wood do I have? I just about have 10.
Hell.
That's fiber. Get right back into the rain for a moment. Okay,
토르근.
that should be 11. I'm counting just about right. We need 19 altogether. Which, to be fair, I think is actually
Well done.
manageable. I wasn't sure if I'd find quite enough wood, but yeah, it does seem like I probably will. That's feathers. I don't quite need feathers right now. There we go.
Easy.
Okay, what do I have? One more, and I have the amount I need. And then we finally get that bridge built, and then I think the next bridge I do is 50 wood, 20 stone? Is what it's gonna take. I should grab you, shouldn't
Well
I?
done.
Because I'm gonna need that later. If I do find another horse that I want to grab and add to the stables. Oh, that's stone. I saw a little bit of brown. I was like, oh, that's wood. That is not wood. That's definitely not wood. Careful on the stony ground. For once. I assume you're also stone. You're fiber. You're stone. You need another piece of wood. Oh. Well, let's feed you that. That wood?
Easy.
It is. Perfect. Okay. I believe, yeah, if I continue up here, it's going to take me to this side of the bridge.
Hell.
So now we'll have this route a little bit easier. Yeah, let's get this done. I would absolutely 100% love to repair this, thank you. Nice. That is still a little frightening to look at, in the sense that I don't know if I personally, who am very scared of heights, would want to cross that, but it looks good. It is definitely something I can go across now. That is going to help me out a lot. go get you some water down here. And I want to check in with this village. And see what
Utang.
their tasks are as we trip sliding down that. Yeah, we're pretty balanced.
Ha!
I'm not gonna question it. There is a certain point where I've just gotta assume it is the terrain. I think it's a piece of wood. Yes. We don't need that at this second. I do want to see what this village has over here, though. Oh my goodness. I cannot canter on this terrain, apparently. No matter what I want to do.
Turung.
Or not even trot, I think. What is it with that really stony terrain that just is immediately devastating? I don't know if it's supposed to be that bad or not.
Easy.
It's really hard to tell at times. It might be. And God, it's one of those things, like, at least I know there are certain things, if I'm carrying it, do not go that way. No matter what. Okay, this one's spelt different, so this must be that one. Okay. Where... These are pretty much right next to each other. I don't have the supplies you need, though. I am, for the sake of my horse, going to spend the night here. If I can.
Cha!
And we need to find a way to help you on really rough terrain, apparently. Like, really find you something that can help. We've not had a good time with this. Okay, there we go. Let me get... I need the inventory. Ooh, I do have more hay. Okay. I'll give you 2 of that. Which I think helped. But I don't know if it fully counted. I actually can't tell if it did or not. Kind of looks like it didn't count as well as I would have liked. Okay, I need to bring wood for that one. And this one was something different, right? Workbench. Okay, so 40 wood altogether. And I'll work on that one later. Because I'm getting closer to the goal I had in mind. And that's going to actually cost coins. Let's check out this village over here. And see if they have any closer deliveries. I'm just really hoping they don't hand me something that's water sensitive. There's got to be a way to navigate to their village that isn't swimming. Or at least swimming as bad. Almost looks like I see something over here if I'm lucky.
Utang.
No, I think it's still going to be swimming. It'll get me to that island, but I don't think that island lets me entirely avoid it. Does it? Yeah, I think once I do this, it's a swim again. I hope I have enough stamina for this. I should have just gone across where I kind of knew how much it was going to take.
Woohoo!
Almost looks like I can walk to that one, but I don't think I can walk from that one to that one. Like I said, there's definitely going to be a way. I'm just not sure of it yet. Alright, what do you have mission-wise? I don't actually recognize that name. It's over here. Yeah, it is. It's not the longest delivery, but I want to go back to the Yam station. It's long enough that I don't necessarily want to do it yet. Yam station first, see what the Yam station has. And go from there. Back across here. With a mushroom under the water, which is actually kind of funny. If it hadn't been that I'd been moving slow enough and saw the little pop-up for it, I would have never realized it was there. Okay, so some terrain we're just gonna have to walk through. I think maybe it's a stats issue? Or some types of terrain? I also feel like it's acting like I'm off balance somewhat. I'm not having it pop up, and I'm pretty sure I'm not that badly off balance. I move some stuff around. I don't think it should be entirely reacting like I am.
토릉토릉!
Hey little guys, please don't— oh no, don't run across the road. Hello sir, also please don't walk across the road.
Easy.
Okay, they know for a fact they haven't reset. So probably have another day before they do. Yeah, let's see. That's back up there, right? Yeah, I don't have cold sensitive stuff that I need. Water sensitive, heat sensitive. At least it's not pristine. But it does say fragile. Basically, you have two in the same area. You don't have any... I got three in the same area, actually. Question is, do I think I can make it work? You're water sensitive, which is gonna be the tricky one, because I bet that's reset. The storm, but I can probably avoid it. Easily enough avoid any areas where it's has heat, but I can't cross this. I mean, go far enough around it. If I do, I can do the two that are on the one side. This isn't going to work particularly well. We're going to give it a try. That is the best I can say here, is we're going to give it a try. How it's going to go. Yeah, let's... You're 1 kilogram, you are 0.5. You're 1 as well. Near 0.5. There we go. Don't worry, we're gonna get you food. I have hay.
토르근.
Not sure where all the food is going so fast, but we do definitely have it. So first, way I'm going to do this is we have the yam station. I just need to basically go around this way, but I need to be prepared for that corrupted zone. That's a little easier to prepare for.
자.
I also need to remember that I'm going to have a little bit of limited water on the way. Until I get to about where the delivery is. This will make a real quick pit stop at the fisherman's place. Release that lake there. I go to my way for that actually. That's not too bad. He's gonna be right along the edge of it anyways. Ooh, we should be able to see some wild horse along this side of it, I think. That's where they normally are. It's about where I'm gonna get some water. Actually, about where my marker is. There should be some deer and the wild horses.
Woohoo!
There they are. I swear there's so many more. But it's because of the deer. For a second, the deer look like the horses do. Okay. Get you some water. Get you some grass. Actually, really quickly, because I have time, I need to brush you, because I think your coat is showing a little bit of dust. Can't entirely tell. It may also be the herring pattern.
You're all ready for the next ride?
There we go. Or not. You are out of here. You're gonna get some grass. See, I don't trust you to run around on your own, though. Only
Utang.
because I don't want you walking right into the water when we have stuff that's water sensitive. We also can't take too much time because I don't want it to rain. Okay, we've got the spirit arrows equipped.
Ha!
That is what I'm going to need equipped for the most part. Oh, that apple gray is really pretty. Makes me have some hope we'll see some dapples on horses eventually. Oh, hi guys, there is some more wild horses up here. Is there gonna be more as well? I don't remember if it is more the further up we go. Let's start to be careful, right? Here's a tricky bit. Nothing here is pristine. I just can't go up that way where I want. Because of the water-sensitive goods. Remember it, the way I want to go up to also has wolves. So I might be in for having to use two different kinds of arrows. Not It's not something I am particularly excited for.
Down.
Can I go up and over here? Not when you dislike hills. I swear you dislike hills without even having the trait to dislike hills. You just dislike hills. I think this is the corrupted area. I do have to pay attention though. Because again, I don't want to get too close to... Hey, by the way, it's rainy. Is marked what we're trying to avoid.
Easy.
But I think if I go up this way, we're okay. Yeah, if I go up this way, we're okay. Please avoid the rocks. Here we can trot the rest of the way up, because I also don't want to test exactly how fragile some of this stuff is. I mean, this lets us up and around without me having to deal with the rain.
Down.
Actually, go back the other way because I've missed the path. I've 100% missed the path. I went to the wrong side. That's why that seemed a bit off. Since this way. Oh yeah, there's some water here. I see it's a little further down, but it's actually right here. That's not too bad.
Easy.
Oh yeah, here's the campsite too. If we were to need it. And I think I can just go over this whole thing down the other side. That'll let me avoid the wolves for the second.
This all looks
I'm glad to hear.
Thank you. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Okay. That's oh. I have no idea what our horse is deciding to do. You're over here somewhere, right? Yeah. With water sensitive and too fragile, I'm not as inclined. Okay, that'll be a trough eventually. And we're gonna have some slipping and sliding for a second. Once I rebalance us out. Really, you need to stay on that side. The, load-bearing log. I guess if we walk, we don't slide, maybe? Or is... Nope, we slide. The worst time to do it is when I have something labeled fragile. I'm glad you agree. Because to be fair, you were the only thing that is getting us to where we need to go, but you're also the only thing that is the reason things break. Not that I'm blaming you. It is definitely user error, but it is user error in the sense that I forget that while you may be all-terrain, you are not so all-terrain that I have bubble wrap around things.
Cha!
I think we did okay, though.
Easy.
Hey, there we go. Gosh darn it. The one time I have something that thankfully is not water sensitive, though.
토르근 토르근.
Okay, yeah, I can't see enough to make sure we're not going to stumble, so I gotta be real careful. Be very sure of road riding. I'm glad we're doing great with balance game, considering we got another point for it, but that's also worrying me, because it means that the terrain I'm on might not be the best for the speed I am riding at.
일단
Okay.
Wonderful!
I'm glad to hear.
Nice. Okay. What are your missions like right now? They're down here somewhere, right? Or up there? Yeah, it's another hold area one. I just don't happen to have everything I need to make that work. Purely because the rain is making it particularly hard to navigate. I'm at my 3-hour point, but what I'm going to do is get to the fishermen,
Hell.
see what they say, then we'll go back to the EM village and I will send us through the horse trader one more time if I can, get it to reset, and see if any of the horses are up to my fancy, and if not, we'll end it there, so we'll at least get the horse and then end it. Maybe start on a bowl and go from there. I'm hoping I have all the stuff for that I need. I should have all the cherries I need for it. I don't know if I have the cowberries.
Ha!
At least the storm let up, finally. I might be able to get those berries on the way back that I need. Just need to be careful through this area and make sure I've got some stamina because
Just a little more.
wolves. This really is a pretty horse. I really can't wait to see some of the foals that I end up getting.
자!
Or if any of the where we're going right now has the berries I need. I think as long as we get close enough to the wooded area, the answer is yes.
오해! Steady, steady.
I think some of the berries should be showing up here pretty soon. This is just not an area that they spawn. Definitely in there they would.
Woohoo!
Careful. There we go. I can't wait eventually, when we get some of the storyline in and stuff, to
Easy.
see the Easter eggs that have been hidden in the game. Because I have a feeling there's going to be a few. It'll be really, really interesting.
Utang.
Continue on, because that's a decent amount that I need. And if nothing else will let me get a higher chance for the genes I want, and a lower chance for the one I want to kick. But this horse doesn't have the gray gene, so I'm not as worried.
토르근.
Then eventually, hopefully I have enough to stock all the different stables with different horses. As that seems to be a way that I can kind of have more, I think. Or maybe I am just quite limited in the amount I can have, even regardless of that. I seem to be picky. I don't have to be too picky.
Easy.
Well, we definitely have more upgrades for you now. How far? Okay, that's again the snowy area. And that... might be one of the areas I need to find yet? That would be interesting. I wonder if it's because I've started the quest for it. Maybe? I don't see it. Oh no, it's up here, okay. You're not my other snowy area. I think you're my area that I found out was really, really hard for anything to stay pristine last time, because it was giving me a bit of grief. I say this should be balanced. I don't know why it's telling me suddenly it isn't.
Hell.
I have a very interesting idea that I might sell a little stuff that I can pick up on the way back. That way, hopefully, I can afford a horse. In case it's just a little bit more than what I have. Because I know it was 2,000, but I don't remember the 3 numbers after the 2 and 2,000. For the amounts they were showing, I think it varied a little bit. We'll find out, though. That is for sure. We will definitely find out. Are you something I can pick up? Yes, you are.
Utang.
Oh, yeah, the headwinds. I've heard about that.
Ha!
That kid's good training for you, buddy. That's the best I can say. I don't know if Salted Caramel's gonna stay their name, but Salted Caramel may stay, actually stay their name. I think it's kind of a cute name. Really oddball, but to be fair, I have seen some of the names that get registered for horses, and you know what? I don't feel half as bad about my naming scheme sometimes.
Easy.
I mean, you can always shorten it to something else, but... definitely not the worst approach for our horses.
Not much further.
Yep, I should let you eat real quick. See what I have. And give you that and let you get grass real quick. I think that was supposed to be an eating animation. I don't know what happened. Okay, let's see what else I can pick up on the way, and then I will send you to go get
Easy.
water as soon as I can. As much as I would like to keep them, like all the stuff I'm picking up to craft, I can always get more of it. And if selling lets me get closer to what I'm trying to get, it works.
Town.
Okay, we're gonna visit this vendor real quick.
Utang.
He's definitely going to be very tired of me in a second. That was worth as much as I would like. If I keep the time, I can actually just make more of that. So that's easy peasy. Okay, hang on. If I dismount you here, and I tell you to go find water, you're not actually close enough. Okay. Let's get you
Easy.
here. You're still not close enough. Okay. I'll just go take you to get water, because I don't want to get too far away from you either. I was hoping I could stay a bit closer. And have you go get it. But I don't think it's going to work. So let's go get you water, and then go back to the horse salesman and see if they've switched. If not, we'll get it to switch over, because I think it's just about a day it needs. Okay, sir, I don't think they have switched by the looks of it. But I'll give it a quick look. I can't talk to you while mounted, which is interesting. They have indeed not switched. Wait, does it say 0 days? Just to double check. Yes, okay. Perfect. So we're going to go really quickly sleep until sunrise. And that should mean a switch in day for us. Which also means you'll be fully rested here in a second. Hi. I'm glad you're excited. We'll see if you're still excited in a moment. Okay, so it does look like they may have switched. My hope is they have. That does seem to be the case. That might also need more. I need slightly more. Time to go look at my storage and see what I have. While our horse hopefully doesn't get herself into trouble. Knowing her, she probably will. You sell for 5 each. I need to craft certain things. I have that. There's things I don't want to use right now. Okay. Let me go to the vendor and see what I can sell. And we might be good to go. This will be really interesting to see. So I think the full is going to come out as one or the other. I don't know if it'll really be a
Would you
combination.
like to see my ware?
Because I don't have the idea of like a combination would work just yet. Okay, it's about all I actually do need to sell, but for the sake of it, I can sell 2 of these just to give myself a little bit of extra. Okay, let's go talk to the vendor. I think you're who we're wanting. See what these traits are, because it doesn't tell me, and I don't know all the icons yet. We're about to find out. We're also going to find out if I bought negative traits or not. If I bought negative traits, this is going to be real interesting real fast. Hopefully not. What are your traits? Loses mood in freezing weather. Gains extra mood for horse care. Gain mood while riding in sunny weather. Okay, that makes sense. The sunny weather one is good. The cold weather I could do without. I'll switch to you. Then do I have what I need in my inventory? I do not. I have part of what I might need in my inventory. Need to get cherries out of here. There's the cadberries we have for the second. I don't think that'll be in my backpack. That's right. If I need the full 15. Probably not, really. And feathers can stack up to 40, okay. Okay, that's pretty good. Well, let's see how this goes. Yes, I want that one, and I want you. And what I do want... Yes, I do want to add blessings. That's not going to matter too much. This one is... I'll give you leopard just in case. I don't know how strong or not that's going to end up being. I think everything else is kind of set. Okay. This is where we're basically possibly going to get... We'll probably get tough. We'll either get robust or hardy. Plus 5 to acceleration or minus 10% stamina drain. We'll get grounded. Plus 10 to acceleration anyways. Plus 15 to constitution. Plus 10 to heat resistance. Actually, that's really nice right now. Plus 10 to maximum health or plus 10 to maximum health. We'll get constitution 1 or... Yeah, it's going to be the only one that's going to pick from. Minus 10% to stamina drain by slopes, and minus 28% to stress caused by headwinds. That'd be interesting. Minus 20% to stumble chance is guaranteed, it looks like, and minus 20 to stamina cost when jumping is going to be permanent, or guaranteed. Minus 10 stamina cost when jumping, or plus 10 to stamina regeneration. I'd rather have this stamina regeneration, but we'll kind of see. Okay, now to put some stuff back so I'm not carrying it around everywhere and I don't need to. Okay. Probably should use that animal repellent a little bit more than I do. And I wonder if I skip a day, will our full be ready? That would be correct. Okay. Oh, hi. I'm glad you're well listed now. Yes, I do want to see this new full. Okay, you're kind of a copycat of the parent, I think. It does make sense. What did you get? Minus 10 to stamina drain, injury and poison resistance, plus 5 to acceleration, plus 10 to acceleration, plus 10 to maximum health, plus 10 to heat resistance, plus 15 to cold resistance. Okay, you got really good on the stats, buddy. Minus 10 to stamina drain, minus 20 to stumble chance, or 10% to stamina regeneration, and minus 20 when jumping. And you have... Pretty much, you're going to be a copy of your mother. But I can't tell if you're going to be... what kind of build you're going to get, because I can't tell if you're shiny or not.
Who's a good horse?
he literally came out as a duplicate, truly. I don't mind it though. This is actually going to be really good in my favor. Especially if you want to move a horse that has heat resistance somewhere. It's going to be very interesting later on. Well, when I end up getting back, and I'll end the stream and I'll get it to save because you have to do a couple things and you can eventually get it to properly save. And it will be a pain to get me to do that because I can't save it myself yet. I have to wait on the autosave. That in mind, I won't be back with Khiimori tomorrow. I will be with Subnautica. So today's Friday, so Saturday, Sunday will be Subnautica. This week, Sunday is guaranteed, specifically because it's spring break. Next week, whether or not there is a Sunday stream is entirely up to me actually getting on top of stuff and getting my homework done earlier in the week. Because Sunday is technically the due date for most of it. So going off of that, like we'll figure out what's going on. But this week for sure, it'll be 2 streams of Subnautica. We were working on base building. I think I had figured out some stuff, and then some stuff I built on it. I realized I didn't need earlier, so we will be working on that and going forward with that. Trying to think. I think it's basically gonna be Subnautica. I don't know. I'm hoping because I see. Hopefully the stream didn't break apart again. If it's been breaking apart, I am hoping when I get the new PC, it helps because the program running my mic through might be part of the cause. Hopefully that is the case. Trying to think. I think otherwise, yeah, that's basically just it. The plan is just going to be 2 Subnautica streams, and then I'll be back next Thursday, not Wednesday, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday for sure, and then possibly Sunday. Otherwise, it was really fun. I had a fun time with this, and I'm super excited to continue on with it when I do get back to it. I'm also excited to start Subnautica again. I just don't know if it's going to be a 3-hour stream or a 2-hour stream. We will figure that one out because it has not been kind to me when I've been playing it. But yeah, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I enjoy streaming this so much, and I can't wait to continue streaming it.